Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video. I want to show you how easily you can make a custom card in Cricut Design Space. So I am in Design Space and we are going to start by clicking on New Project. Once you get onto the canvas, we are going to make a card from scratch and then we're going to customize it with whatever embellishments you want. So to start with our card base, we are going to click on the shapes icon on the left toolbar and then choose a square. Your square will come in with a gray color and we can change that and adjust that to whatever color we'd like. But before I do that, I want to talk about this little lock icon. So go ahead and click on the lock icon, and this will allow us to resize in both directions. When it's locked, you can only pull it from this corner. So again, we're going to unlock it. And then I want a 5x7 card. So I'm going to make my height 7 inches and my width, I'm going to choose 10 because it's going to be folded in half. And then we can come down to the bottom and lock those proportions. We'll zoom out just a little bit. My card will be white. So up at the top, we're going to choose the color swatch and then choose white. And if you have a hard time seeing that, you can also toggle off your grids up in the upper left-hand corner. And then you can change the background of your canvas by clicking down at the bottom on this blank canvas and changing the color up at the top. So if you want to change your canvas to a light gray, for example, now you can kind of see your card base a little bit better. Okay, so we have the shape of our card, and now we're going to add a score line. So to add a score line, again, we're going to click on the shapes, and then you have a score line option right here. Go ahead and click on that to insert it. And now we're going to bring it to the center, and we are going to adjust the height to match the height of our card to be 7 inches. Instead of having to guess on where to align your score line, you can highlight both. And you'll see on the right-hand side that both are selected by being grayed out. And then we'll come up to the top and choose Align Center. That will put your line right in the middle of your card. So once we have that, if we were to click Make It right now, I'll show you what would happen. So if we click Make It, our score line would be on one mat and our card base would be on the other. So we'll cancel out of there and we're going to highlight both, again, making sure that both are selected and choosing Attach. Attach will hold it together kind of like the icon suggests, like a paper clip. So now when we choose Make It, they're on the same mat and you'll see that there is a score and then a cut right over here. Okay, back on our canvas. So now our card base is ready. Now I want to choose an envelope. In your images, by clicking on the left-hand side, choose images. And then I want to filter to free images. Let's see if we can find a free envelope. Okay, so there's lots of options for free images, and these ones are also included in Access, but right now they're free as well. So I'm just going to choose a basic envelope and click Insert. And now when it comes in, you'll see that it's smaller than my card. What I do to adjust the size of my card envelopes is I bring in a rectangle, the size of my folded card. So I'm going to bring in a rectangle that is wide, 5 inches wide by 7 inches tall. So then I'm going to resize my envelope so that I can fit my card inside. So what you want to do is just pull on the little handle and fit your card. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see. And you can also unlock the proportions of your envelope. And then that way you can fit the height and the width. And I like to give myself a little bit of a buffer because that way when your card goes in there, it's not super tight. The last thing I want you to pay attention to is the dimensions of your overall envelope. So your dimensions, you want to make sure they stay within the 11.5 inches wide, since that's the max size you can cut. So we're good at 10.9 by 9.5. And again, you can make this as tight or as big as you want. Like I said, I like to give myself a little bit of wiggle room. And then we can change the color of the envelope by coming just to the layer with the shape and choosing that color. So they can both be white, for example. So now our envelope is ready to go and our card base is ready to go. To customize this, to add embellishments, images, text, all you do is you can play around with images. If you want to stay within the free images, again, you just want to make sure that your filter is turned on to free, and then you can search whatever you want. Let's just actually do birthday. And you can see there's sentiments, there's so many cute things that I can add. So for example, I could click on this image and insert it. And then this would mean that I could cut this out of whatever material I want, cardstock, vinyl, iron-on, and I can rotate this around if I want to do a horizontal card. And I can resize that. There's even a background layer in this image, so if I want to unhide that, I have like a little bit of an offset going on here, and I can change the colors to whatever colors I want. Can come down to advanced. So you can just play around with all the different things until you get the perfect look that you're going for. And then after you've decided on everything, you just can click it to make it. And you'll see now I have one sheet for my envelope, one sheet for my card base, and then I have the different colors of cardstock that I could cut out and then secure onto my card. So this card will be free to cut, and if you want to include any additional sentiments inside, if you want your Cricut to write a message inside, I'll show you how to do that really quickly. So we can just say happy birthday, love, Carly. And if I want that to write inside my card, so say I create whatever text I want it to say, now I want my Cricut to write this inside the card with a pen. So instead of changing the line type to draw, what I'm going to do is change the style of the font to writing. So up at the top, there's a style little thing right here, and I'm going to choose writing. Now the Cricut will know that I want to use the pens to write this. And you can filter through and see which fonts have writing styles by choosing the Cricut tab and then filter to writing. And then all these fonts have writing fonts. If you are not an Access subscriber, you will have to pay for those fonts. The one I'm using now is free, so I will be able to cut this for free. And then I can just, again, align it center. And now my writing will be inside the card if I fold this over. So I'm going to attach these two layers together because similar to the score line, if I don't attach it, it will be on a separate mat. So we'll go ahead and attach this. And then when I click make it, now you'll see that my Cricut knows to score, then draw, then cut. And again, I have my envelope and then my cute little embellishments. So if you have any questions about this tutorial, I know there's a lot of different technical terms I used in this video, but I just want you to see that you can use all these designs, and there's free designs to make really cute cards really fast and easily. So if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, I would love if you gave it a thumbs up and subscribed to my channel. I'll see you in the next video.